Boom. Young Jerks. Let's get in on it. All right. Hillary Clinton announced her VP, Tim Kaine. This guy, he's all for the banks.
Kane.
He's fucking Citizen Kane. He's pro TPP. He's
Wait, what are you talking about toilet paper for?
Oh, because I wipe my ass with trade agreements and stuff, you know the stuff that when Trump's like, well, it's all China, and they're like, China had nothing to do with that, and he's like, well, yeah, but
yeah,
no, but this guy,
Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Yes, sir. This guy, he's a total. I mean,
what's the Trans-Pacific Partnership?
The Trans-Pacific Partnership is a.
Well, I mean, remember, a lot of these people don't fucking know. If they're like, yo, I'm gonna watch the Young Jerks, they're definitely not watching CNN.
I don't know how do I explain it outside of it being a trade agreement that fucks everyone. How do I say that?
Except people with a lot of money.
I don't know.
Well, you just said it.
It's
That's
more
how you
of a.
say it.
We can do a video. We can do a video on TPP, but I
don't want to because fuck that.
We're gonna
right?
say
all that matters is guns.
It's
and
rich
illegal immigrants.
Rich get richer, poor get poorer. Speaking of guns, Tim Kaine has an F rating from the NRA.
They hate him.
Yeah, they do not like him. He's very anti-gun.
Well, it's not that he's very anti-gun. He actually is a gun owner, and he has his guns, right? So most anti-gun guys don't have guns. He's just that he's passed a lot of legislation making it harder for people to get assault weapons. And I mean, I would say he's reasonable. I'm not anti-gun, but he also is a strong advocate for denying access to weapons to people on the no-fly lists. So he's against terrorists being able to purchase weapons. I mean, that's pretty reasonable. not gonna be like, man, what a dickhead. I support terrorists' rights to get weapons.
You ever read the fucking Constitution? It says, shall not be infringed upon. Shall not be infringed. That means it doesn't matter if you're fucking Jihadi John or whoever, you should be able to get a gun.
Or Wild West Willie.
You should be able to buy a fucking, I don't know, some sort of RPG device. No, it's terrorist. I don't know.
RGP device.
All right, back to Tim Kaine. So the guy, he's a total Wall Street puppet. You know, he's the same. He's like Hillary. He's
not 100%.
Not 100%.
He was against the Citizens United vote.
Okay, but he's also
basically
also
he's like a white Obama.
He's against regulating the banks. He's another. Oh, the banks should be able to take care of themselves. I mean, we're setting this up so they should do it. I went to Wall Street and I told them, cut it out. You know.
You did.
He's one of those. And
actually, one of the first times he's been, you would actually notice in public if you're old enough, is he did give the Democratic rebuttal speech after Bush's re-election in 2004, or no, State of the Union address in 2006. I'm sorry, he gave the Democratic rebuttal speech for the 2006 presidential fucking State of the Union address. That's the only other time that you would actually see him in public, big time like that, outside of his local politics and state politics.
You might also remember the movie Triple X State of the Union. It was the sequel to the original Triple X movie, and it had nothing to do with the actual State of the Union, and it was a.
I saw the movie Triple X State of the Girl's Face.
Okay, yeah, what is that? Some like weird porn? Was it like a?
I mean, you said Triple X, so I had to go there.
I don't know. I was talking.
Can't say Triple X.
I was talking about the movie where they had Vin Diesel in the first one, and then they had Ice Cube in the second one.
It's because they're both got the same body build.
Yeah, they're basically the same person. Is Vin Diesel black?
I think he's like half black.
I don't know what he is.
It doesn't matter. He's a human being.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Well, that's a good movie.
Oh yeah, all actors matter.
All actors matter.
But
Hollywood lives matters.
But seriously, I don't know. What do you think about Tim Kaine? I think he's just another fucking shill. He's just.
I don't think anything of Tim Kaine. He doesn't exist. He didn't exist. He's like Sarah Palin. They didn't exist before they got the nomination because she's going with a safe bet. Hillary Clinton's gonna go with a guy who is toe the line, Don't fucking.
But what happened
Don't
to her?
don't rouse the. What's the expression? Don't ruffle the feathers or the leaves, whatever.
But what happened to her whole "I support a woman's right to choose"? This guy is totally pro-life. Whenever he's asked about it, he always dodges around the question. And when they ask him about abortion, he says, "Life is sacred." Like, so obviously the guy he doesn't.
He's anti-death penalty.
Okay, so
he's pro-life. At least he's all lives matter.
I don't like
instead of when they're like I'm against abortion, but I'm pro-death penalty.
Yeah,
so.
I don't like when people do that. They're like, yeah, kill him, put him in the electric chair, but then they're like, abortion.
No. So at least this guy can, he's on the same page there. So I don't think anything of this guy. He's nobody, and he's just somebody who's gonna shut the fuck up and do what Hillary says, and he's a safe bet for her. So, and she can create, the image on him because nobody knows who he is. Nobody really gives a shit.
We knew that she wasn't going to have another woman as her VP.
She should have put Bernie as her VP, and she would have won it. She would have got all his voters locked in, her voters locked in. Game, set, match. But now Donald Trump has a chance of winning. So
she was like, "No, I'm not gonna have Bernie as my VP.
Nope.
I'm gonna have him basically concede. I'm gonna have him say he's going to support me and ensure that I become president of the United States. And then all the emails are gonna come out that say that we were fucking him over the entire time. We were calling Mexicans taco bowls."
Here's a quote from the New York Times about his personality and leadership style.
Tim Kaine.
It says, Kaine is widely described by many people in his political orbit as a likable, if less than charismatic figure. ... Guided by moral convictions that flow from his deep Christian faith. That's how you become vice president of the United States of America. By being a less than charismatic figure.
Wow.
Like Jesus. Well, literally like Jesus. He's like, my faith guides me. I should be a Republican.
He's like, he's like, when it comes to matters regarding national security, I like to let go and let God.
Yeah, I like to let go. Anyways, a couple other things, for people who are really don't want to have an opinion, they just want to know about him. He was against No Child Left Behind, the Bush policies, and he also is for letting expire the tax breaks for the multimillionaires, which I don't know the exact date they expire, but apparently those tax breaks are coming to an end, and he's not for renewing that. But we don't know. I mean, he could come in office and be like, ha-ha! I'm a vice president. This is the peak of my career, and I just, fucking go with whoever pays
I'm
me.
not ruffling the feathers.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to go out on a strong note, and by that I mean one where I'm going to make money after I'm vice president.
But you guys didn't want to vote for Bernie, so you get what you deserve. And yeah,
Bernie was a communist,
You don't even know what a fucking communist is. These people nobody knows what a fucking communist is.
They don't know what a communist is. They don't know what socialism is. I know what socialism is. I happen to live in a socialist country where they take care of me when bad things happen, And it's not. Look at what is that face? No, seriously though. Tim Kaine, you made this happen.
No. He didn't make anything happen. He's a less than charismatic.
Not him.
individual.
You,
Hillary
the
made
viewer, made it happen by voting for Hillary, or by not voting for Bernie. I wouldn't say just voting for Hillary. I'd say if they want to say all that, any vote that isn't for Hillary is a vote for Trump. Okay, any vote that wasn't for Bernie was for the fucking establishment. How about that?
Yeah. So vote third party when elections come. That's the answer. I don't know who it is, but they're going to be better than whoever's in the Republican.
I'm not old enough yet. Otherwise, I would say you could write me in. But
yeah,
every time you do that, you're taking away a vote from Gary Johnson.
Johnson,
the people's champion.
Johnson.
Seriously, I think, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna like this guy. I think he's gonna be an asshole.
He's gonna be an asshole. He's just gonna be a kind of guy. Look at his picture. Look at that picture. He looks like he's ready to say okay to whoever's about to tell him what to do now. I think the photographer was like, could be like, take your shirt off and rub your nipples, and he'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
so do you think he's gonna be a because I mean Hillary Clinton is very controlling, so she's not gonna let anybody else do anything. I mean she's gonna have a fucking say in everything. So do you think she's gonna be like Joe Biden was, like at the State of the Union, old Uncle Joe in the back just fucking passed out asleep and shit, like while the president is talking?
I don't know. I think what's gonna happen is that when she wins, if she does, they're just gonna push him aside, and all of a sudden you're just gonna see Bill Clinton everywhere. Bill Clinton's just gonna be walking around everywhere. They're like, hey, it's okay, guys, it's me. It's Bill.
Yeah.
Because who's gonna stop them, right?
There's
who's gonna tell him no, you can't?
I want to see a show like Saturday Night Live or something, or even Mad TV come back and do like a skit where it's like Bill Clinton in the White House just getting into like hijinks because he doesn't have anything to do other than just like play pranks on people.
Why didn't she just pick her husband to be his vice president? Is he not allowed to? Is a president not allowed to come back and be a vice president?
Well, I don't think you got that far in the series yet, but that's actually a point in the latest season of House of Cards.
I haven't watched House of Cards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait till everyone who likes it dies off.
Well,
and then it's
basically,
watch it.
in this coming,
I don't need a recap. Okay. Is it legal or not?
They made it work in the show, but it's a TV show.
That's true.
The president basically had for his second term, he had his first lady run as his vice president.
Well, I watched The Illusionist too, and I'm telling you, all those card tricks, not happening. Sorry.
Is that movie called Now You See Me? Was that what that movie was? The movie with like Woody Harrelson and the guy from The Social Network?
Hey, Woody Harrelson's dad was one of the guys who's conspired to kill John F. Kennedy. I bet you didn't know that.
You should look
Fun
it up.
fact.
It's called what is that movie called? From JFK to 9/11. Everything is a rich man's trick.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get off this topic.
All right, end of this topic. Tim Kaine, verdict.
Yeah,
Fail. So don't forget to if you want to donate some cash, keep us going.
There's a link right there. You can hit that shit. Do the donatification process.
Or don't. Or send us some bitcoins. Or some euros. Or some fucking Chinese or Japanese yen. Which one's got yen? I don't know. Asian money. Go ahead.
Or you could just share the video. You could click share or send it to your friends in a
Not
message.
share as in the singer. Share as in SHARE.
Yeah. Okay. Go to the share Facebook page and paste the link to the video.
Or subscribe to our YouTube.
Yeah, you can subscribe to the YouTube.
Come on, get us to 1,000 subscribers.
That would be pretty cool.
And or we can get 1 million hits and we get a fucking little plaque from YouTube. Say, you guys got 1 million plays.
A million. But anyways, Young Jerks out. Psst.